and for their freedom. It is amazing what they can do. And I think that is a huge, huge success.
This is the interview. My guest is Kumba Dafeka. She is the CEO of Treasure, The Closet and Beyond, and much more. You are the initiator of the Night of Excellence. Before we come to the most recent one, which is the Yes We Can Read program, can you reflect on when you sat down and thought about coming up with the Night of Excellence, which you started, I think,
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
The Night of Excellence is a night that honors Gambian women who have done remarkable work, both in the Gambia and the diaspora. You know, Gambian women do so much. And Malik Jones, this is the best time to be a woman here in the Gambia. And I believe as women, we need to capitalize on that opportunity because we don't know when that opportunity is going to cease. So for that reason, we have to capitalize on it. Honoring women for their contribution is important for so many different reasons. One, because we need to show the young people that are here today that there have been women here before us, and they have set the foundation for us to do better. And we wanted to acknowledge those women and also bring those women out on the light for us Gambians to know that we have women we could be proud of. There are women in the diaspora doing so many fantastic things, and these women are Gambians, and wherever they stood, they are so much respected. We wanted to bring that back also and celebrate women, because in the Gambia we do not celebrate success. And celebrating success is very, very important. One, it motivates people to do more. And also, it creates an environment where it's all about excellence, because we have to nurture excellence, and in this country, we have to celebrate excellence so that excellence becomes part of us.
2 years ago, you awarded some Gambian women.
Yes.
Who were they?
That was our first Night of Excellence. We honored our Sissoko Conte for her service that they adopted the Serekunda Award, the maternity Serekunda Award, and from everything to medical supplies, to satellite TVs, to everything that ward needs. And as a result of that, mortality rate has gone significantly down. Basically, they have not had one incident of maternity. And to me, that's commendable. So she was honored. We honored another lady called Nenefai Khan, who is based in the UK, the founder of Eclipse, and also OneNet, which is a network of women, international women. And she does so much for Gambian women in this country and also for children. She was honored as well. We honored Honorable Elizabeth Rana as a Lifetime Achievement Award for her service in education. We also honored Mariam Ba. This young woman, maybe about in her early 20s, has done something really fantastic for her age in terms of determination, in terms of respect. And also she builds bridges and roads. The bridge in Janjambure was her project, and also the Serekunda, Banjul Serekunda road was also her project. We wanted to bring her out, showcase her for young people to know that, you know, there are women in engineering that are really doing fantastic things. So she was honored that night as well.
Welcome to the most recent one, which you had just a few days ago,
Yes.
over the weekend. But honoring these women means a lot. I mean, to organize it, you need to create or organize a gala as well, and you got to look for the sponsorship for people to buy your tables so that they can come around and, you know, things can go off. How supportive were companies the first time you did it? And did they really understand that you were not looking for the money? You were trying to bless people who have been blessed by God, but you want to pronounce it?
You know, I tell people it is very important to guard your character and your credibility because it becomes your destiny. Malik, you know, when you're passionate about something and you believe in something, it's very easy to sell it. You can go to people and talk to them and they will understand where you're coming from. As long as it's coming from a good place and it's something real, they will actually come on board. And I think that was the secret to our success. When I sit down with them, I remember we had several meetings, and every time by the end of the meeting, somebody would say, I am so flabbergasted because I thought you were all about clothes and looking good, but I didn't know you were so brilliant. So that is why we were successful, because I believed in it. I've lived it. And this is something that whether companies come or they don't come, it will still happen. And when people get an aura of that, they want to be part of something really good.
This year, you organize this event at the Sunswing Hotel over the weekend, by the way, to be more precise. And the recipients were very diverse. You had Aji Hadipane.
Yes.
She's in local government. She's a farmer as well.
She's Alcalo of Njawara.
Alcalo of Njawara.
Yes.
Mrs. Harriet Ndau was there. Give me the names.
Mrs. Harriet Ndau and Aji Hadipane got the Lifetime Achievement Award. We have Janet Bajan Young with the Ipojan Theatre. We also had Helena Davis Njai, was a principal at St. Joseph's. Fatimata Jah was going to be honored, but due to some circumstances, she couldn't be there. So we decided, because we wanted to share this moment with her, so we're going to give her the award next year, inshallah. And we also honored Olidiba Wada, a Gambian, really doing fantastic things in Nairobi, as well as in the Asiatic countries, representing gender, women, and children, and very involved in gender-related issues. So those are some of the women that we honored that night.
We're going to take a look at two of these women. Mrs. Ndau, Harriet Ndau, very popular name. Mangadem School in Mrs. Ndau, Mrs. Ndau's school. Tell me something about Mrs. Ndau and why you honored her with a lifetime achievement.
You know, when we actually went to visit Mrs. Ndau at her house, I look at this woman at 85 years old, her grace, how comfortable she looked in terms of her legacy and what she has done. When we ask her what motivates her and why she does the things that she does, she said, in terms of talking about women, it's all about hard work and quality and working hard and being honest. To me, these are qualities that everybody need to have. Malik, I always say, you do not have to wear a badge to be a person of honor. You can be honorable with your work. You could be honorable with your spouse. You could be honorable with the relationship that we have with people. This woman is an honorable human being, and the fact that she has given all her life to service in education. I've graduated so many prominent people in the Gambia. Mrs. Ndau's school is a beacon of hope for this country. Mrs. Ndau is still one of the most affordable schools in the Gambia, but at the same time, still quality is very important for her. So this woman have done so much for this country, not only in this decade, but so many decades. So to celebrate a woman like that, and for her to come and talk to us that night, this Night of Excellence was a huge success. All the Night of Excellence were a huge success. But, you know, when I was at that stage with you, and thank you so much for being there and really emceeing that event, did a fantastic job, and we thank you so much for that. You know, when I stood there, I saw Ajahadi Pane spoke. You know, it's all about determination. it's all about tenacity.